the hypest scent of 2025, and Arabiyat Ramad Oriental, and I'll be able to do a side-by-side comparison. I'm gonna pass out in this video. The hypest scent of 2025, and it's a super polarizing scent, especially for the price point. I absolutely love it. I think it's on that masterpiece level based on my personal taste. It is amazing, but it's super expensive. It's hard to get in the actual stores, or honestly, at least it was because of the amount of hype. But even though a lot of people are trying to smell the DNA and just can't afford it, and I've been asked a ton about Ramad Oriental by Arabiyat, and I finally got it in hand, and we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison to see if it's in the bubble of Outlands, if it's a 1-to-1, if it's even close in that same space, or if it's just all hype. Let's roll my fucking music so we can tap into Arabiyat Ramad Oriental, which has a decent amount of hype so far. First and more, my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Fresh out of the mailbox, I bought this shit off of Joma Shop. So I got it off of Joma Shop. Let's see what's up. Oh, I like how this box opens. I don't know, it's kind of the stupid things, but it's, I don't know, it just intrigued me. I did get to smell it in Dubai, but honestly, I was so nose blind at the point where I smelled this at the Arabiyat booth that I don't remember it. Beyond full transparency, like when you get to smell hundreds of fragrances back to back within a 6-8 hour time frame, you're just like, you're living in a cloud of scent. You don't know what's what. Your body's engulfed in every scent known to man. So I'm gonna consider this like first impressions at this point, and I'll be able to do a side-by-side comparison with Outlands. Now, according to Fragrance, Ramad's notes are cardamom, elemi, pepper, bergamot, lemon, saffron, cumin, patchouli, geranium, jasmine, opanax, olabdanum, benzoin, vanilla, and amber, as opposed to Outlands, which has 78,000 notes. But if you can see here on screen, comparing them side by side, this has some of this. So already we're gonna see that maybe it's not a 1-to-1, but is it a good stepping stone into the Outlands world? Only one way to find out. Let's go directly on skin, which is risky, but it's the right way. So I'm going to go Ramad on the bracelet hand. So let me find a space of skin that's probably empty so I can, well, there was a nozzle. Okay, so Ramad. Ooh. Good atomizer, decent. I thought it was a lot more projecting, but no. So we got Ramad on this hand, and then I'm gonna go Outlands. I know Outlands, I don't... Oh shit, okay. All right, 2 sprays of Outlands, that's a lot. All right, so we got Outlands on this. I know people think I'm exaggerating sometimes. I'm even salivating. When you spray 2 fragrances that are Middle Eastern, strong, potent, incensey in a confined space with no fucking windows, you can only imagine. And I'm near a heater too. I'm dying, but let's go. Oh, there's a lot going on in the air. I'm getting kind of lightheaded, I'm not gonna lie. I need like fresh oxygen right now. Let's start off with Outlands, so we have, you know, something to compare it to. Yo. Sharp, ginger, elemi, potent, myrrhish, spice. Incredible. All right, Ramad Oriental. Holy shit, cumin forward. Oof. Very cumin forward, patchouli, dry, woody, spicy, very much in this space, but hits like how do I put it? Wow, this looks suspect. It's really woody, spicy, slightly harsh, but it really has an insane cloud of sillage. It's also, and this would happen, and I've mentioned this many times, and it still lives in that same space, like this is in this bubble right now, for sure, of Outlands. But as I've said with a lot of dupe fragrances, if we're looking at the pyramid of notes, the notes are scrambled up. Now, granted, it doesn't have the same amount of notes that this does, but you're getting the same essences so far. We're just on the opening portion. I can tell you confidently that off of this hand, the smells is giving me a wild headache because it's so potent and it's screeching inside of my brain cavity. And this one, forget about it. So let me give it a couple of seconds. I want it to really soak into the skin and really get the true side-by-side comparison between these 2 fragrances off of my skin. Granted, it's going to be different off of yours, but so far, first of all, this is stupid right now off of this. Every time I'm speaking like Spanish people and fucking waving my hands everywhere, or Italians do this shit too, it's wafts and wafts of scent. I'm going to pass out in this video. Please hold. I'm back. Honestly, here's one thing I can tell you. I had to go hydrate right now because the scent overload between both of these scents. I'm not just saying, ooh, the Arabia. No. Outlands also. Between both of these scents, it is so, even just doing that, the scents both are insane off of my skin. Maybe it's the weather, maybe it's the heat, maybe it's the combined space. I don't know. Motherfucker got lightheaded. So here are both fragrances. They're both sprayed on the corresponding hands. Let's do again the final dry down side-by-side comparison so I can give you my thoughts on how close these joints are so you can save $300+. All right, Outlands. Okay, so good. Ramad Oriental. There's an airiness about this fragrance and also feels like ambergris mixed with like aquatic-y musk airy. So it's definitely on the lighter side compared to this, and not lighter as in performance, lighter as in maybe a bit fresher and almost salty oceanic undertones. It still has the cumin, but it's reduced down so you don't get a ton of that BO smell. You still get a strong patchouli. You get this gingery, oody, spicy, earth, round DNA. But this one is a little bit bolder and still maintains that woody, spicy, incensey element throughout from opening to dry down, where this one kind of lightens up a bit and in a way becomes more of its own thing. It's in the bubble of Outlands, but I definitely can't call it a one-to-one. This is another one that lives in the space of the stepping stone to Outlands. It's not meeting Outlands to where it's at with all transparency, but it has a lot of the same characteristics that Outlands has. But on the most important part, which is the dry down, I would consider this fragrance living in that 65-ish percentile. And honestly, with its own DNA and characteristic off of my skin on the dry down, I like the musky, ambergris kind of DNA that I'm getting off of the skin. I'm okay with this being a little bit on the lighter, more airy version of this. This has the power that I'm looking for. This has the strength that I'm looking for. This also has a crazy sillage bubble. Longevity so far seems to be solid. I can't tell you if it's 8+ more hours. It's only been an hour and change off my skin. So comfortably, this fragrance on the opening, I would say this is incredibly nuclear, but dries down into something in that no more than 70 percentile, close to Outlands. So another fragrance that's a stepping stone to Outlands, but doesn't meet Outlands where it's at. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested. And let me know your thoughts on Ramad Oriental. Have you gotten this fragrance? Have you smelled the original Outlands? And how did it unwind for you? I'll see y'all stitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.